Take us through it and just how much fun are you having out there with Daniel Jones and his entire offense?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I think having so many weapons around you and in the tight end room, having two other really good tight ends that have been playing as well has been awesome. And I think it's kind of just having so many weapons is fun to play around and do different things to get different guys open and stuff like that.
When JT has as much production in the ground game as he does, how does that open things up in the passing game for the rest of you guys?
Yeah, it opens up a lot. Obviously, he's a great running back, so they got to respect the run on every down and every play, and so that's going to help us in the pass game.
This week, you guys all talked about how much this was going to be a fourth-quarter physical battle. How much resilience did this team show, especially late?
Yeah, I think the defense on that last drive, it was however many plays it was, a long drive, but it's still getting the stop at the end of it was awesome. And then offense executing the 4-minute drill and ending the game with the ball in our hands was great.
I don't think this is a team that needed any validation, but to get a win over the Chargers, a team that certainly is a contender in the AFC, what does that further prove about this team?
Yeah, I think, we're not looking to, as far as that, we're really just coming out there playing each game and focusing on winning that game and not really worried about the, big picture, but just winning each game at a time. It'll take care of itself.
Congrats on the victory. Chargers were moving offensively there in the fourth. Can you take me through those two critical sack opportunities to stall that offense?
Yeah, obviously it was, they were every man, I got to still catch my breath, but no, obviously they were moving the ball well, down the field, and obviously they were drop back pass almost every play, pretty much every play, and we knew we had to take advantage of our one-on-one opportunities and pass rush opportunities, and we knew he was going to hold it a little bit, and so just found opportunities to make a play. That was a long drive, so there was plays where we had to dig deep and somehow get a win, and we did.
You talk about still catching your breath. Just how physical of a battle was this, and how much resilience did you guys show to fight in that and find a way to win?
No, definitely, it was a gritty one. You know what I'm saying? The guys dug deep. Everybody, stuck together, and we were just pushing along for one another, and just telling each other, man, we need one play. Somebody got to make a play, and we're going to get off the field, and that's what we did. We hung in there, and the offense did their thing, and in the end, we did our part.
You made plenty of plays. So did this guy next to you. Can you tell me about Grover Stewart, that opportunity, that interception?
Grove getting his hand on the football. You know what I mean? It always comes up to being a turnover. So, this time he just did it to, he just tipped it to himself. So that was a great play and a great heads-up play by Sampson by holding on to Herbert so he could catch it. So, it was a great all-around big-time play. They were in the red zone getting ready to score, and Big Grove came up with a big play. On
the opposite side of the ball, how do you describe the vantage point you have when Jonathan Taylor has another 3-touchdown type of day?
Man, best back in the league. He came into this year with a goal and being the best back in the league, and week in and week out he's proven to the entire league that he is RB1.
I don't think that this team needed any validation or needs any validation week in and week out, but to sit at the position that you guys do, having a victory over LA, how does that just further boost this team in terms of the conversation and where you guys should be put?
No, it definitely brings confidence to our team. We always talk about we can't lose to AFC opponents, and the Chargers are a great AFC opponent. They're a great team in the AFC, and it just shows the resilience of the team and what we got going on. And we just got to continue to focus on ourselves and take it one week at a time.
And you haven't lost to an AFC opponent. How much better is this flight back going to be from LA this time around?
It's going to be great. It's going to be a good one.
When you first got here, you talked about you don't count the reps, you make the reps count, and you've certainly been doing that. Is there such a thing? Are you in a groove? Are you just seeing the field? You're feeling healthy? What's been going on with you?
It's a combination of everything. The offense is hitting on all cylinders, and it's just coming into work each and every single week, finding a way to continue to do that, because we know teams are going to continue to give us their best shot, so it's just going to get harder and harder from here on out.
When you have all these weapons and you get to celebrate everybody's play and you get your turn, what kind of camaraderie is that and builds and just keeps the thing rolling?
It's kind of anticipation, throughout the week. You're like, man, I can't wait for you to get in the end zone, and he's like, hey, I can't wait for you to get in the end zone. So when the time comes to go and execute, and we do, it's warranted for a celebration.
Daniel's difference, you've seen him from a distance over the years. Did you ever think he would have an impact like he's had?
Well, of course I didn't know he would be here, but I've always heard, that he was a really, really great competitor, and he prepares the right way from people I've known, just working out in the off season. So of course, once we made that move, and they're like, hey, listen, this guy's the real deal. Like, you guys don't know, but him on your squad, he's going to be the real deal. And of course, you guys are now seeing it in full effect.
How complete of an offensive day was this? Obviously 3 touchdowns for yourself, but also Pitt, Tyler, everyone getting involved the way that they did.
We definitely passed the ball around a good bit. I mean, still some things to clean up for sure. There were some drives, of course, we'd like to have back. But when you're able to overcome those things like that, that's when you know you're starting to become the offense you want to be.
I think 3 touchdowns, maybe that's a hat trick, but you mentioned before an octopus. I think Pitt may have gotten the old touchdown plus a 2-point conversion, right? Do we get the octopus?
Yeah, because he scored. It has to be right after. It's right after.
Oh, it's not on the same drive. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be right after. Charlie told me that.
This team isn't one that really needs external validation, but to have dominated the AFC the way that you guys have, go undefeated against conference opponents, how much does this just solidify this team as a contender?
Yeah, I think it just shows that, hey, when you come to play us, it's going to be a 4-quarter match, similar to how it was today. We're going to fight, scratch, and claw until that clock strikes 0.